I don't know why they followed us.
Mel said you took a mobile shade server.
Yeah, so we can stay in contact with your agents. It's how I send the distress call. But I think we were out of range.
The network went down. We had to get it back up and running before we got the call.
Shit. What did I miss?
Too much. I can let Mel fill you in later.
What happened to the agent who sent us to Kenley?
Agent?
Yeah. He was supposed to meet us there, but he never showed. He told us to bring the server.
Do you remember his name?
John? Tom? Richardson? Honestly, I don't remember. It was a pretty generic white boy name.
No worries. We can check the logs.
Are we done here?
Yeah.
Can I go see Mel now?
I asked them to meet us here.
Thank you. Anything else I should know about? Other than the network going down?
Oh, not much. Agents recovered President Ellis. The hyenas had him. He tried to stage a military coup. He's with the Black Tusk. It's complicated.
Hey, Manny. Thanks for meeting with me.
You wanted to show me something?
Yeah. When we turned the mobile shade server back on, we recovered some files. They seemed important and maybe something you wouldn't want everyone to know about.
What kind of files?
Recordings, mostly. Conversations between a defense contractor and someone named Cal.
Do you have them with you?
I copied part of one over before we had to charge the server. When we turned it back on, the original recordings were gone. And there was new intel. Someone talking about a play. It was weird. The server must have been damaged back at Kenley.
Can we hear the one you have?
Sure. It's not much, but this is what we managed to record before the battery died.
Well, I know our pockets aren't as deep as yours. Hopefully you'll play nice in the bidding war today.
Oh, Cal. I don't want to start a war with you. Sorry, I know it's not much. But it seemed important if it was on the server.
Thanks, Jack. Honestly, I don't know what to do with that. But if you get any more files, try and record them before you reboot the server.
Will do.
Another recording?
Yeah, we've got a name on the mystery woman.
Great. Let's hear it.
Natalia Sokolova. As I live and breathe.
Cal, is it wrong that I expected you to die in the first wave?
Not at all, Nat. Most of my colleagues and those bureaucrats did. You'd think being at ground zero would have been a death sentence. Turns out I had the infrastructure in place to weather the storm.
Well, I'm glad to see you're thriving given the conditions.
You're not doing too bad yourself, Nat.
I'm not.
How's our boy?
Officially installed as president since Mendez was taken care of.
Good. Good.
And now presumed dead since Air Force One crashed and we never recovered his body.
Presumed dead or confirmed dead?
Presumed. I've got him squirreled away until he's ready to play ball. He forgot his place in this organization and started to make some decisions on his own.
Can't have the puppets doing the puppeteering.
Exactly.
It's been a while.
Yeah, sorry about that. Been busy setting up the farm and the food storage. We haven't done a sync on the server in a while.
What did you find?
Nat, I'd like you to meet the recruiter.
The recruiter?
For my hunter's replacement. He's going to be responsible for Bonnie's test. Make sure he's as good as you say he is, and ready to join our little organization.
Right. Nice to meet you, Mr. Recruiter.
Hunters have been instructed not to speak. You never know who's listening and what kind of voice recognition software they have running.
You're paranoid, Cal.
Rather be paranoid than wrong.
Well, you've made it this far without being discovered, so maybe there is something to your methods, Cal.
That's quite the compliment coming from you, Nat. You get this man to a Faraday cage, and you can get to know him better. Until then, please inform your Black Tusk to only address my agent as the recruiter.
What's wrong with the server?
You should really go find Mel. They're worried sick about you.
I will, as soon as you tell me what the hell is going on with the server.
It's having trouble connecting to the network. Range is spotty, like something is interfering with it, maybe overloading it.
Since when? Since the attack?
No, since we got Murray back.
Who's working on it?
Cindy and Wally. Brian said he'd take a look, but I honestly don't know how much help he can be.
We fixed it. The server was stable. There was nothing wrong with it. Are you sure it started acting up after Murray came back?
It was fine that night, and then in the morning it started acting up.
Anything else strange happen?
Nothing really. Agent Johnson came back, but he's been trying to help us fix it. Maybe it was damaged in the attack and we just didn't notice.
can see them.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
State your business.
I need assistance and lodging. I haven't eaten in days.
Look, I've never seen you before. I can't just let you in. Can anyone vet you?
Manny Ortega.
Wait there.
This is Manny.
Hey, Manny. Sorry to bother you. Got a stranger here says you can vet him?
What's his name?
What's your name?
Vikram Malik.
Vikram Malik?
Take him into custody. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Oh, good. Guess I left an impression. I'm unarmed. I'm not a threat.
We'll see about that.
What happened, Vic?
Same old story. Fell in with a bad crowd, friends used peer pressure. You make some bad choices and end up regretting that decision and hope it's not too late to change.
You led my agents into a trap.
Technically, I didn't know it was a trap until I had to spring it.
I can't trust you, Malik.
I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to align with me against a mutual enemy.
Natalia Sokolova?
Her too.
If you're talking about Schaefer, this conversation is over.
I'm talking about Cal.
What do you know about McManus?
How do you think I met Natalia? You know how they say there are 6 degrees of separation to anyone in the world?
Sure.
Well, for rich assholes in D.C., there is 3. And if you have defense contracts, it's 1. Calvin McManus.
You give me intel on McManus and Sokolova, and we protect you from the Hunters and Black Tusk. That's your offer?
You also get my charming personality, superior intellect, and access to Odia tech. I'm sure you could use some power solutions as we move into winter.
Let's see what intel you have before you start making promises you can't keep.
Hey, you got the batteries. I never lied to you about the batteries. I just didn't tell you about the system wipe.
System purge complete.
I did what you asked. I purged all records of your involvement with Odia. Do we have a deal or not?
Just 2 more things, and then I know I can trust you, Vic.
Fine.
Trigger the alarms and read your lines.
Nat, I can't read that. I'll sound like an asshole.
If you want my help, you'll find a way.
God damn it. Fine.
Oh, and do your best to sound sincere.
I'll try.
I know that's hard for you.
Oops! I seem to have tripped the alarm. Every hyena inside 2 blocks is probably on their way here to investigate. Cal! Great to see you again.
Vic, what have you got for me today?
Solar-powered relay stations for all your off-site tactical power needs.
This your idea or Birdie's?
Birdie's brain, my money.
So you get all the credit. Love it.
You want to place an order? You've got competition on my production line if you want to get this out to your troops to test next spring.
I'll let Natalia take the R&D hit. She can afford it. What I really need are autonomous power sources that can either be self-sustaining using solar, wind, hydro, or geothermal, whichever's more appropriate for the region, that needs little to no maintenance and is basically idiot-proof. And if it can power climate control, an automated defense system, and a CNC machine at the same time, even better.
That's too specific to be a random request, Cal.
Oh, it's not random, but it's classified. So, do you have something that can work? Or do we need to take Birdie into this conversation?
I could hack something together, but what you're talking about needs to be site-specific. And that's going to require Birdie's brain for a modular site-specific generator or custom builds for each classified location. So, if you want to keep it modular, we need Birdie. So, I heard a rumor Nat did medical experiments on your pregnant girlfriend. Installed a mobile shade server killer in her uterus, and now everything is fucked.
I don't have time for your bullshit, Vic.
It's not bullshit. Nat took us all for a reason. She's recruiting. She's looking to expand her empire, and what greater get than the pregnant girlfriend of the last honorable man in D.C.? Mr. Accidental POTUS himself, Manny Ortega.
That's not funny, Vic.
Come on, Manny, you gotta lighten up. Your therapist will be very disappointed with you. When was your last session?
I don't have time for this. I need to find Birdie and figure out what's actually wrong with the server. And no, I do not believe that Natalia Sokolova replaced our baby with a device that can remotely kill a mobile shade server.